In a fight to the death, only one competitor will be left standing. Well, this isn't really a fight to the death, this is simply a quick comparison between Assetto Corsa and Project Cars, because both games happen to have Imola and both games happen to have a BMW Z4 GT3 car. Now, before the Project Cars fan club investor group come and smash my face in for talking down Project Cars or talking it up or doing anything with Project Cars, let's bear in mind that it's like a Yorkshire pudding in an oven yet to rise, whereas Assetto Corsa is like a pizza that's already been cooked and just needs the garnishing put on top. Okay, so starting lapping Project Cars. Now, this is a second lap in a race which I've done in both games, so hopefully the cars are in a similar state. Going through T1, I don't believe T1 has a name, I guess it's the end of Verente Bassa, over to Trigado, and really struggling to tell what the grip levels are. I've turned the force feedback up, there is force feedback coming through the G25, but I'm just flopping around and it's like the car's getting a bit locked into directions it wants to go in, that I'm then having to shake the steering wheel to get it out of it. Through Villeneuve, over to Tossa, corner 7, and I turn in, the car's kind of understeering, and then at the end does a bit of an oversteer, which it felt a bit strange. Over to Paritella, I cannot pronounce his corner names. I brake quite heavy here because I found myself sliding wide a lot in Project Cars in this corner with this car, so I took it a bit safe. Now one of the most famous corners, Aqua and Minerali. Do this one all right. The car again a bit unstable. Really hard to tell if I've got grip or not, or if the car's going to get locked into a slide, or if it's going to when it's going to come out the slide. Verente Outer, fantastic corner. I make a complete dog bollocks of it there, messing it up. That would have been the lap wasted. So one of the reasons why I love this track is it's so easy to ruin your whole lap by messing up one corner, and you really have to get every corner absolutely perfect. Otherwise you're going to be punished by seconds. Now that, I get locked into a slide that was a bit strange. I think the initial part of that slide was my fault. I think I put the brakes on whilst turning a bit too much. Got the cars over the threshold. But then there was no way to get out of it and the car just got locked into this, to me, seems like a really unnatural, strange slide. So across the start-finish line in the distance there. And that was a lap in the BMW Z4 GT3 in Project Cars over to Assetto Corsa. Okay, so starting the lap in Assetto Corsa, coming over the start-finish line. Obviously the colours look completely different. I'm not sure if that's just the lighting or just general time of day. The car really progressively turning into the corner. You can feel every single bump and detail in the loading of the car, making it really easy to push the car around the corner there. Coming up to Villeneuve and slide it a little bit. Feel like I could have gone through that a lot faster. I'm really off the pace. Here you can feel the car understeering a bit, then you can get on the power. Again, way off the pace. I mean, this is one of the things with AC, you can really feel when you're off the pace, like you know when you're on it and when you're off it, and in this video I'm off it. Cut the corner a bit there, you can follow through quite nicely. Aqua Minerali coming up. Again, it's a little bit of a slide, but the car in AC they grip in. The cars feel really grippy, and the tires really feel like they've got a lot of bite. Try and hit the curb on the inside, then on the other side. Destabilise the car a bit, get the power on. Nice and easy. Car feels really stable and planted. No really unpredictable movements coming in. Cut the corner a bit there, get into a nice little slide. It's just really, really progressive how the car gets into the slides, and really, really predictable what's going to happen. So over the start-finish line, and that is a lap in Assetto Corsa. Looking back at both laps, the cars feel like different cars. They move around differently, the force feedback is completely different, and the way the cars respond to driver input is also completely different. For me, I find the Z4 in Assetto Corsa to be far more believable. the car doesn't seem to get locked into certain physics states as it seems in Project Cars. So you always feel like you've got sort of a gradient to play with in Assetto Corsa, whereas in Project Cars I feel like I'm trying to keep under the grip limit and not get into any slides, and if I do get into a slide then I'm kind of just shaking the steering wheel to get out of it. Outside of the physics, of course, you can see Project Cars has some really nice lighting. I really love what they've done with the track details. The trees look really nice. Everyone knows how important trees are. The road markings and the way that the road picks up the lighting and the general shaders in Project Cars are definitely ahead of what can be seen in Assetto Corsa. Now for this video I didn't have the game running on a high setting, so I think Project Cars could have looked even better than it does in this video. Perhaps one of the most interesting points of this video is just how bad video is for conveying how a car moves or what a driving simulator is like to play. Looking back at the 2 laps that I did, it's hard to tell from the video which simulator drives better than the other one, or why the driver turned the wheel one way rather than another way. Obviously I could say, oh, you know, this situation occurred because I put the brake on here and it felt wrong, and then someone could just come back with a counterpoint going, oh, you know, you didn't correct it right, or you put too much gas on, or you put too much brake on, or you did this right or wrong. And really, without full telemetry and proper full analysis from different angles, with no video effects, nothing, it's really difficult to actually tell what's going on in the video. So generally, my advice, the moral, the philosophy of this video is that you should actually just buy all the driving simulators because they're all dirt cheap. Buy them all. If you didn't get onto WMD before it went out, buy it the day it comes out. Buy Assetto Corsa. Don't buy iRacing because you have to mortgage your house. That's a joke. You should get it if you really want it, but it is expensive. Get R Factor 2. Get GTR Revo. Get Race Room. Murder people, take all their money and buy every simulator. So I hope this video was interesting. I hope people don't take too much from it, or try and extract some deeper conspiratorial meaning from it. It is literally just 2 driving games side by side with a general discussion of how it appeared to drive whilst I was driving it. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you like it, and like the video if you like it. I'm sure the P-Cars Mafia will dislike the video anyway, but that's the price you pay for uploading this sort of content to the internet. Thank you and goodbye.